She had an amazing near-death experience, and she will share the after effects for you. For the past 20 years, Jessica has been helping individuals to have a better life and overcome challenges. Would you please welcome Jessica Haynes?
Thank you.
Testing 1, 2.
Okay, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing.
We can hear you.
Yay! Well, welcome. I'm going to jump straight into my chat, which is my near-death experience. That'll be the first part, and then the after effects. I had a near-death experience in 1983. At the time of my near-death experience, I was working full-time as a marketing and advertising, working in a gallery, doing all the advertising, the marketing, working 10 times, most people did, 10 hours a day, 14 hours a day, 7 days a week. My life was work, and work. I didn't spend a lot of time for myself. One of my friends came to me and said, Jessica, you work all the time. I have a brand new red Firebird. Come take a drive with me. I thought, that's a great idea. I deserve some time for myself. So, living in Carmel, California, there's a beautiful scenic drive along the ocean. And we decided to start there and head down the ocean. The last words I remember were, watch this. The next thing that I can remember is being in an ambulance. I'm in excruciating pain. I can sense that I can't see out of an eye. My back feels very odd. I can't figure it out. My jaw, I can't feel my jaw. The next thing I can remember is that there's a huge light over me. I'm on a table. And this voice says, do you know your name? Do you know where you are? I know my name, but I don't know where I am. The next thing I remember, I'm in a hospital bed. And I'm beginning to understand the severity of this accident. The entire right side of my face has been crushed in. My jaw has been pulled off. My eye has been pushed in my head. The vertebrae have been shattered. The discs have been flattened and bulged out. My feet have been shattered, like if you were to take a hammer to glass. I have no feeling in my legs. They take pins in my toes. There's no feeling. I cannot move. I can't lift my head off the pillow. My face has just ballooned out. The only way I can move is that there's a dangling bar, and the pain is so excruciating. I can reach up and move a little bit here, a little bit there, just from the right to the left, just to get a little bit of movement from being prone in one place. My life looks like it's in just a sense of tragedy. What am I going to do? How did I get here? Well, here's another aspect to the hospital experience. My boss calls me up and fires me. Because my injuries are so severe, he doesn't want to pay for someone that may not get well and may never come back to work. My life had been work, helping other people, making people famous, writing all different types of materials, setting up all different types of advertising schemes to sell product. What am I going to do? I feel sad. The pain is excruciating. The doctors continue to say, I will probably never walk again. I will probably never see out of my eye. I will be disfigured the rest of my life. That they might be able to do multiple surgeries on my back, but it'll never be the same. The nerves have been so damaged that that right side of my face will never work again. And I thought, and I said, I don't know if there's a lot to live for right now. I don't feel happy. And in that thought of absolute sadness and feeling I want to just give up hope, a presence entered into the hospital room. It was a loving presence, and it filled the room. And it was of, again, love. And telepathically it said, if you want to let go, it will be okay. It was so loving and inviting, and the pain was, again, so excruciating. I said yes. Instantly, I was in another realm. It was all dark, but perfect. There was no time. It was all perfect, and it was a pinpoint of light. And my first thought was, I did it! I'm dead! I did it! No pain, don't have to worry about work, bosses, schools, people, handling things. I was just, I'm dead. So here I am, and in a pinpoint of light. And my next thought was, okay, I'm dead. What's next? Waves. I could sense waves of energy were rolling through me, to me. And there was like a thunderous sound, waves of energy. And when they passed through me, I became the knowledge. It wasn't as if it rolled through me and then went. It was me. It is that wonderful feeling of knowing everything, of knowing all. But probably the most important aspect of it is that it was filling me with love. I wasn't aware of it at the time, just that in on, earth seemed to fall away. I said, was I alive? Was there earth, or did I once go to school, and did I have parents? And it starts to just go away, start to forget, and in this beautiful, timeless space of perfection. And I thought, well, what's next? The waves of energy continue to fill me with knowledge. And again, feeling this perfection. Then a massive light appeared. I am a little speck, and this huge light appears. And the awareness was, oh my gosh, that light has been there all this time. Since there's no time, it could have been like 1,000 years, 2,000 years, but my consciousness hadn't been high enough. It had always been there, but I couldn't see it. But now that I'd raised my consciousness, it was like a tractor beam, and I was being pulled into it. As I got closer and closer and closer, beginning to merge into it, just getting to merge into it, I had this overwhelming knowingness. It's me. It's me. That light's me. I'm coming home. It's me. This sense of joy, and oh boy, this is wow. And I merge with it. It's all filled with sparkles and lights, and it's as if all the people I've ever known, all the souls you might have ever known, everything that, all just joy and a sense of, as they say, I'm home. I'm home. Again, the concept of earth or people, it's all gone. And as I am reveling in, again, more knowledge, more love, the amount of love that I had before, imagine it's now hundreds of thousands of all this, you call it souls or love. And then the life reviews begin. 3 life reviews. It's as if there are loving presences or beings, because in my experience, it's all energy. And I can't really see them, but you can feel them. Everything's telepathic. You know everything. You can hear everything of all knowledge. And the first life review is all simultaneous. Again, there's no time. So you can see, feel, sense, know, review, everything at once, and know everything all at once. Everything that I did, everything that I felt, every choice that I made. And this is interesting. Then they put me in, I call it the dark place. I'm back in this, I call it the holding tank. And in that holding tank, I'm to judge my life, to review my life. As I'm looking at all that I have learned or feel, because I'm just a point of light, but now I'm a big point of light. I see I made poor choices. I didn't choose myself first. I could have made better choices. I could have done more things. I could have enjoyed my life more. I could have had different opportunities. I could have had a better boyfriend. I could have had a better job. I could have followed my passion for animals. I could have followed my passion for travel. I could have tried talents in art, writing that I enjoyed, but I didn't. And it was horrible. I screamed out in energy, as you can imagine, to the universe, no, no. I'm back in the amphitheater, and here's the second life review. In this life review, now that I know the choices that I could have made, now that I know how I could have had my life differently, I'm seeing that life. I'm living holographically, simultaneously, that life, and it's a lot better. And I'm really enjoying it. And I say to all the present says, okay, this is good. I want to go back. Send me back. I want to go back there. I said, you can't. You're dead. I said, no, you don't understand. Now that I know I can make different choices and what I like to do and how my life would be better, you've got to send me back. And the all-knowingness, the presence said, you don't understand. You're dead. There's nothing to send you back to. Your body is so crippled, it's so you can't get back. You don't have a body to get back to. No, you have to send me back. Then the third life review happens. And the third life review is, again, all of the choices that I could have made, all the choices, and if I'd made those different choices, even better, that the accident wouldn't have happened. And to be able to look at that I could have made even. So now I'm back to the tank again. I have to look and review at all of this. This is the third time back in the tank. And I'm screaming out, no, 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 this cannot be so. No, 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 I will not accept this. No, 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 you have to send me back. The presence, or when you call it the dimension or the frequency, they said, Jessica, your frequency isn't high enough. You're not on a plane or a level that's high enough to get you back. Besides, you're dead. You have to accept that you're dead. I said, no, no, I will not. No, there has to be a higher power, and I am not going to give up until you get me to that higher power. It says, we can't. There is. You're dead. I would not give up. I don't know how long was that tank, but I tell you, it was a long time. And then everything changed because I wouldn't give up. And I just said, no, I have to get back. You have to send me back. Everything changed instantaneously. And I was only in light. It was instantly, I was only in light of eternity, of eternity, of eternity. All love, pure love. In me, through me, around me, all forever. And again, the most loving light you can imagine. And telepathy. It was, I am all. I created all. I'm the creator of everything. Only I can give life. Because you would not give up. Because you want life so badly. Because you see how precious life is. Because now you know I have the power to send you back, and I will. And instantly, I was in my body. It was as if in the hospital room, it was at night, that my entire body was lifted off, just like paralyzed, lifted off, and there was electric shocks from my toes, through all my legs, arms, up through my head, as if someone was again, putting shocks through me. And the pain, the excruciating pain returned. And my first thought was, I'm alive! I'm alive! I'm alive! I was so happy to be alive. While the room was dark, for about a half an hour, it was filled with light. And then it slowly faded. When those nurses are rushing in and I just died, because my mouth's wired shut. I just died, help me, because the consciousness, help me. And they're, I know. And the first thing was, my mom, I need to talk with my mom, help me. So I'm on the phone, Mom, help me, I just died. Because I'm just trying to figure this out. And I said, don't let them take me away. I was afraid that if I didn't stay in my body, they're just going to come and take me away again. I had to really like wanting to be alive. And my mom said, don't worry, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. I'll be there in the morning. It's all going to be okay. And I thought, okay. And they're not going to come and take me away. That night in the hospital room, they didn't close the drapes. They usually closed the drapes. I had nearsighted. When I looked out the window, there are beautiful pine trees and fir trees in the community hospital, the Carmel, in the Trump Community Hospital. And I could see every fir, every branch, all the different details of nature. I was just in awe. I was alive. I saw the sunrise. Tears, just tears of joy. I'm alive. Of course, again, the prognosis hasn't changed, but I'm happy. I'm happy to be alive. The presence is still all around me, through me, with me. I can just feel it. Even though that light, I can't see it anymore, I know it is of me, with me, and through me. The faith of it, the belief in it, and having that sense of, again, the purpose, that I'm going to make my life right. I'm not going to waste my life this time around. I'm not going to waste it. So in the next stages of one of my decisions was that I, and with God, all the force, I'm going to heal myself. I will be completely healed. When my mother came in to visit me the next morning, I said to her, with my mouth wired shut, but I won't say it this way, Mom, just wait. In 6 months, within 6 months, I'll be running from the bottom of the hill of Carmel Beach, which is a steep hill, about 12 blocks, to the top of San Carlos. I will be running it, and I will be healed. Of course, my mother really didn't say that much because she knew that the prognosis was not anything close to that. I had 5 doctors. I had a neurosurgeon, an eye doctor, a doctor to put my face back together again, a back doctor, foot doctor, and I said eye. So there were 5 different doctors. Each one had a very low prognosis. Because the eye had been pushed in so far, there's something that holds your eye forward. It's a sac that holds your eye forward. Well, it had popped, and so it had fallen in. The only way, perhaps, to pull the eye forward was to take it out and then put a bead behind it and put it back in. The prognosis of having that work was very low. They could, and might even have to put in a false eye, or otherwise blindness. I chose not to have the operation. I'm going to heal that eye with the power of God, as well as with my back, with my legs. Within 6 months, I ran from the bottom of Ocean Avenue to the top of San Carlos. I healed myself. So that's one of the things I want to let you know, that these things are possible. I'm going to move on to the after effects. Based on that, one of the common after effects that I notice individuals who have a near-death experience is an overwhelming sense of prayer, belief in prayer and using prayer. Before my near-death experience, I really did use prayer. I didn't turn to that. I didn't really think about that. I wasn't particularly religious. I didn't go to church. I didn't have any denomination. But after my near-death experience, it was of me, with me, every day. Every day I prayed a day. to God, with God, my dreams, my goals, my hopes, everything that is important to me. And I watch how these prayers are answered. There are 3 different types of prayer that I've noticed are so powerful. I'll give you an example of each one that has been in my life. The first example, the pain was so excruciating coming back. I would call my mother up in the morning around 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, waiting for the next set of drugs, morphine, to take the pain away. But you had to wait for a period. There was so much that they were giving you. Even with that, the pain was so excruciating. I'd say, Mom, just get me through, just get me through, just get me through. And we would talk. One night, around 11 o'clock, the pain seemed to lessen. And when my mother and I talked at 2 o'clock, I said, I don't think I need to talk with you for the next hour. I believe I can go to sleep, and I did. And the pain never came back. I got a little note in the mail, and it was from a friend who said that he had gone to the Carmelite nuns and put a 24-hour vigil for Jessica Haynes, and it started at 11 o'clock, the day that the pain lessened and never came back to that intensity. I understand this is called intercessory prayer, that when someone is praying for you, but you don't know about it. Another type of prayer is group prayer, and that is with my mother, my family, and my friends were praying for me. I believe it also helped to have a massive and quick healing. And also, it is personal prayer. My personal belief, my personal prayer, my personal knowingness that God is with me, or the force, or all that is, and that if I am truthful and authentic in myself and what I want, my prayer is going to be answered, not only for myself, but for my friends and other people. Another common after effect for individuals who have a near-death experience is noticing that they are highly intuitive. That happened to me. As I was getting out of the hospital and getting back into the world and meeting with different people, and with my boyfriend, I started noticing I was very psychic. And the example I like to use, because it's so much fun, that my boyfriend liked to go out with the guys in the evenings. And that was fun. Go ahead, gives me time for myself and do different things I like. But now I'm getting really psychic. I can see things, know things. I'm in the room. I can read people's minds, thoughts, see what they're thinking. I'm like, oh, this is really cool. This is fun. I'm enjoying this. I want to see where my boyfriend is. I wonder what he's doing. I see this house. He's with a woman. And I can see they're in the kitchen. They're drinking red wine. They're talking back and forth. They're going into the bedroom. I can see the floral, all of the beds, the bed sheets. I can also see the wallpaper is floral. I can see what she looks like. She's about my height. She has short brown hair. She has brown eyes. And I'm watching. I'm like, okay, you're supposed to be with the guys right now. Doing intimacy here. Okay, you're getting up and you're going into the bathroom. You're washing your hands. Okay, you're going to be home at 11:45. You're getting. Oh. So I typed everything up, all the times, exactly what he did, what she looked like, everything. I taped it to the outside of the door. So when he got home, he'd been caught. He walked in, he says, what's this? What's this? I said, well, that's what you were doing. I told you I'm getting intuitive. I told you I'm getting psychic. You're a witch. You're a witch. Well, actually, he did not like that. And I could easily start seeing him, but other people too. In the beginning, it was a little bit difficult to just walk up to people, this happened in your life, or is this who you're married to, or is this what's going on in your life? But I learned to control it. I learned to not just peek into people's lives and know everything about them and what they did and where they were born, but to ask them if they wanted to have help, they could. And people started coming to me. Can you help me with my relationship? Can you help me close a deal? Can you help me understand how to have more purpose in my life? And so that is how my business started, in helping and guiding people, not only with my marketing background, my networking background, but also on an intuitive level to help individuals. I also notice that as a common after effect, relationships often end and friendships fall away. Very common. And in my experience, of course, you already know about my boyfriend. You're a witch, you're a witch. Well, that didn't last very long because, of course, he's not going to change, and I want more, I want better. I want to have a person who adores me. I want someone who really loves me. I want someone who has honesty and integrity, someone who supports me, somebody who wants my dreams to come true. So that, of course, relationship ended. And with friends, the same way. I had been overly giving. I had listened to other people. I had tried to do too much and not enough for myself. So I allowed those friends to go away to attract new people. I had people that were genuine, honest, matched my personality. They wanted the best for me and I for them. So my whole world changed in that way. A year and a half later, I met the man who is my husband. We've been together for 24 years. We get closer and closer. If I had not changed my awareness and my consciousness and all the things that I had wanted, I would have met Barry, my husband, or the wonderful friends that I have, or the clients. Many of them I've been working with for 15, 18 years. I call this having your identity. Many people have a difficulty in the sense that they will have a we-identity, a they-identity, a peer-identity, a parent-identity, a boyfriend-identity, not an identity. And it's so important to have an identity. I notice as a common after effect for people who've had a near-death experience is that they come back with this overwhelming sense of personal purpose. They may not have known exactly what it was before, but it is so overwhelming, and it stays with them. And of course, I can say that for myself. In my sense of purpose of coming back, one of the things I'm very passionate about is animals and the environment. And I do, on a regular basis, give to all the different causes for animals as well as the environment. That is something that's very important to me, as well as helping other individuals. That's very important to me. And in my work, in consulting, business and relationship consulting, as well as using my intuitive abilities, I've been able to help many thousands of individuals, locally, regionally, nationally, and around the world. I only work through word of mouth, but I have helped many, many thousands of individuals achieve their goals, overcome challenges, increase their income, build their financial gains. So the close that I want to share with you is that the quality of your life is the quality of your consciousness. Also, the quality of your death is the quality of your consciousness. I had died at a low consciousness, so I went to the place that is like dark, kind of the holding place. I planned on this next step, next journey, was going to be way down the line, to maintain my consciousness, continue to have the life that I really, really want, make wise choices, and that what I want, not only does it come to me, but I also find it. So thank you very much.